earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
To the air again. Hill gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Anderson making the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Newton now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's more. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Right to the 3. Green. Hey.
Newton on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
20.
Here's Newton now on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Stafford on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set. Ladies. 59.
Stafford now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Set. Ladies.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Drill right. 22.
Stafford looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
21.
Again, it's Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out here with an option left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Come on now. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
From the 50, Newton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun. Let's go.
Play action. It's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off play action, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercept. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. K1 short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he finds McDonald. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton fighting him off. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano out to kick this one away. Whitehead, the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Still moving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Hundley, this will be his first throw off the bench. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down inside 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. For it, and he will. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brett Hundley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the Panthers coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Check. Do something.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Newton now to throw. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 10-32, 10-32. 10. Hey.
Throwing again. Stafford looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Stafford. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Stafford. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Stafford, and that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Let's go. Right to the 3.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get...
Gun. Great. Set. Gun. 180.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sylvester Williams forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10. Stafford again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Give him 30 yards there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Hundley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's what I do.
Express! Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's rock now.
Now Newton on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Newton throwing again. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Stafford going to throw it. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On first down, Newton. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Agnew, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Stafford. Benjamin's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a first down throw. Stafford. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yard. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32. Hey, go here.
Stafford down to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the popping and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything on that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you.